All right, welcome back to another After Dark, everyone. It's been a long time since I have done a Hall of Fame or reacted to a Hall of Fame speech, and recently had someone suggest I check out the Charles Barkley one. Full disclosure, I have seen this before. It has been quite a few years since I've seen it, so I don't really remember it, and I can't tell you one thing that Barkley said. So that's good. It's going to be like fresh for me because I really don't remember this speech at all. So yeah, let's watch this together. There are quite a few other ones I'm excited about doing. I want to do Yao Ming and Allen Iverson in the same day. That's still planned because I know they kind of piggyback off each other during their speeches. So that's something I've been looking forward to checking out. Once again, that was something I watched years ago. Years ago, I watched like dozens of these, and I think it was about 2019 that I was watching all these speeches because I realized I missed all of them except for pretty much Michael Jordan's. I saw his and I didn't see anybody else's. Anyways, this is going to be Charles Barkley's Hall of Fame speech, his enshrinement speech. This is from the YouTube channel Official Hoop Hall. And I'm so glad that they allow me to do this. First time I did one of these, I thought for sure it was going to get blocked, but they're perfectly fine with it, it seems. So I'm very thankful for that because I think it's cool to react to something like this in the moment. But anyways, I'm not going to sit here and blab all day in the intro. We're here to watch Charles Barkley and his speech. So as always, I'm going to link the original video down below in the description. If you want to check it out without me, go right ahead. Everybody else, please leave a like to this video. You all know it helps out a ton. That's how we got to 40K and we're pushing to 50. So I appreciate you all every day. Thanks for watching the vids with me and commenting down below so we always have a conversation. It's really cool. It's really cool. I feel like I've known you guys for years at this point. Anyways, let's see what Sir Charles has to say.
Welcoming Charles to the Hall of Fame are Jerry Colangelo and Moses Malone. Ladies and gentlemen, Charles Barkley.
Oh. Moses Malone, his first NBA mentor, and Jerry Colangelo is the guy who got him over to Phoenix. Gave his career new life. The stage looks so different back then too. Just for context, hold on. I want to know, so 12 years ago. So this was 2012? Yeah. God, I'm getting old.
Wow. First of all, thank you two guys. I'll get to y'all in a second. First of all, I want to thank Joe and Coach, two coaches, Dave, Dominique. Congratulations, you guys. We are together for life. I respect all you guys. It's been a pleasure the last few months hanging out with you. I'm gonna give y'all a quick chronology of my life. Because you know, this is basically the end somewhat, but it started somewhere. I was born in Leeds, Alabama, and I want everybody in Leeds to be proud of this accomplishment. We did it together. It started out with my mother, my grandmother, and my two brothers, John and Daryl. They're here tonight somewhere, and my dad, he's in here somewhere. I really thank y'all for all y'all love and support. It's been an incredible journey. We don't need bologna and government cheese anymore, but it's been a great journey. Now we get some filet mignon and some, we can have plenty of creme brulee. We can have all we want.
Oh my God.
No more mayonnaise sandwiches and things like that. We made it.
I love it. I love it.
I do. I thank all of y'all. I want to thank Frank Mickens, that's my grandfather, Simon Barkley and Adolphus Edwards, three great grandfathers who were fantastic for me. My first coach, Coach Wallace Honeycutt. he kept a lot of us kids out of trouble. Every weekend he would have activities just so we would not be able to get in trouble. I appreciate him. I do. That was important. Lee's High School. I think all the guys who played with me in high school, my first coach in high school, Coach Copeland. There's two teammates I want to recognize. One of them is here tonight. His name is John Edwards. He's been on this incredible journey with me. Another guy's probably my best friend I've ever had in my life. His name is Pelt Mock. He's not here tonight. But I thank those two guys for being on this journey with me. Next stop, Auburn. My college coach is here tonight, Sonny Smith. I want to thank him and Auburn. Auburn, Coach Lebo, turn that program around. Good luck to you. He's here tonight. Auburn is a wonderful place. I've traveled all over the world, and people yell to me, War Eagle, all the time. As Coach always said, I love college. I just hated school. You know, I was at Auburn for 3 years, and I checked my transcripts recently, and I'm a legit freshman. You know, my grandmother always.
Wow, I just had to pause it. He's actually, normally he's so comfortable, but he's actually really nervous. That sound you're hearing, that mic sound you're hearing, is not from me. He's like constantly fiddling with his mic because he's nervous.
Rides me because I promised that if I left school early, I would go back and get my degree. Obviously, 20-some years later, that's not going to happen. But I just want to thank the Auburn family. It's a great school. The people were fantastic. Coach Smith, thanks for coming. And warrior to all the Auburn people out there. Next stop, Philadelphia. I really want to thank the 76ers organization, Harold Katz, those guys. My first pro coach, Billy Cunningham, he's already in the Hall of Fame. But I want to give a special thank to some players I played with.
Moses, man.
I always tell people the most influential person in my career is Moses. Because he got me in shape and taught me how to work hard. I asked him early in my rookie year, why am I not getting to play? After I got over the fat and lazy thing, he got, it took me a little bit to get over that.
Okay, it takes a good bro. You know, a good bro is going to tell you what you don't want to hear for the good of you. That's a real friend right there. That's a friend for life.
He got me in shape, and I always give him great credit for that. And I want to thank Doc also. I really wanted 3 guys up here tonight, but Dominic stole Doc from me. But Doc, these guys taught me how to be a man. Doc Moses, Clement Johnson, Andrew Toney, Maurice Cheeks, Clint Richardson, and Bobby Jones, and Billy Cunningham. They taught me how to be a man. I owe those guys a great deal of gratitude. One of the problems I've always, when you come into the NBA today, the oldest guy on your team now is like 25. So he don't know anything at 25. I appreciate all these guys who are over 30. They treated me fantastic. They taught me how to work hard, get in shape, and they taught me financial advice, how to save my money.
Yeah.
I tell all these young kids, the money you make, save it, put it in the bank, but that money has to last you the rest of your lifetime. Don't waste it.
Yeah, in today's league, they're making so much at that point. Like, I would even, if I was a financial advisor, I would just say, hey, man, have fun with the 80% and blow it if you want, whatever. Just save 20% every single year. You'll have wealth for generations in your family, generational wealth. Like, just save 20%. It's not that bad. Go spend $40 million. Save the 20%.
And I thank you guys for helping me become a man. Also in Philly, my 2 favorite teammates. Mike Jaminski, he's here tonight. I want to thank him for just being just a great friend. Rick Mahorn is not here. He's in the WNBA Finals. So I just wanted to acknowledge those 2 guys. I know I'm going to miss some people, but I I'm trying. If I see you, I'll tell you thank you later. Also in Philadelphia, I met a great woman. This woman, she's a saint. If you can put up with me all these years, I know y'all may not think, I'm not easy to get along with. But I just want to give a special thanks to my wife who's been there for the last 20 years. She's the nicest person I've ever met in my life. It was a lot of stuff she had to deal with when I got arrested 6 or 7 times.
Right.
I was always acquitted. When I got arrested, it was always in big letters. When I got acquitted, it was always in little. Now that's how it works in Philadelphia.
Hey man, when he was with Arizona, when he was with the Suns here in AZ, I remember. I'm sure all my friends remember too. Him getting arrested in a bar fight here. Like, how epic would that be? If you're at a random bar, and then next thing you know, you see Charles Barkley, and a freaking bar fight breaks out, and Barkley's in this bar fight. Oh man, dude, the '90s were great.
And she has been there, and she's just a fantastic person. I just want to thank her for support. And she gave me my greatest gift, and that's my daughter. And I want to thank my daughter personally for not dating, because I probably wouldn't have been here tonight because I would have been in jail for killing somebody.
Oh my God.
So I thank her for keeping the pressure off of me. And her family is scattered all around, and they have been fantastic to me the last 20 years. And I want to thank her family for the support. I just thank y'all. Y'all know where y'all are, but I really thank y'all. I want to do it in front of all these people. Thank y'all. I got traded to Phoenix.
Yep.
And that's why I want to, Jerry. I thank Jerry for giving me a chance to win. That's all any player wants, is an opportunity to try to win. We lost to the Bulls in the finals. Then the next 2 years we lost to the Rockets. They won the championship in 7 games. But I thank him for bringing me to Phoenix and giving me a chance to win. That's all I ever wanted.
Yeah, yep.
And thank you very much.
Yep. And we had a great team. Jerry Colangelo, he put together a great squad. Our 93, 94, 95, like our Barkley era was fantastic here. So thank you, Jerry Colangelo, too. You made the Suns fun. There's Dan Marley, speaking of.
There were 2 coaches in Phoenix. Scotty Robinson, who's here tonight, man, I just love him to death. And he was just fantastic to me. And I wanted him to be here. I'm glad he's here. Paul Westphal.
Oh, yeah?
I thank him for being just a friend to me. I love playing for him. And there's a guy who's not here tonight. I think he probably orchestrated the trade.
For those of you who don't know, real quick, Paul Westphal was our coach during that time. So he coached Barkley here in Phoenix. Excuse me. And most people don't know, in the 70s, he also took the Suns to the NBA Finals as a player. Unfortunately, we lost that one in the 70s when he was a player, and then we lost it when he was a coach in 93. I'm not putting blame on him. I'm just saying it's a sad story around here. And then for the third time now, we lost it in, what was that, 2022 season against the Bucks. So we are 0 for 3 in finals. But Paul Westphal had he was involved in 2 of those. But the second one, in 93, that one we all just get it, because no matter how good the Suns were, we didn't have Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan was on the other end, and he went into God mode and took that championship. Now, 2021, 2022, there's no excuse why we lost that. That was embarrassing. But, yeah, 93, it was not because of Charles Barkley. And it wasn't because any of our players. We played great. Jordan just played better.
Him. And there's a guy who's not here tonight. I think he probably orchestrated the trade for me coming to Phoenix. He knew me really well, and he probably told Jerry I wasn't as crazy as some people think I am. And that's Cotton Fitzsimmons. I want to acknowledge him. God rest his soul.
Wow. Okay. It's so much Suns stuff in here. Cotton Fitzsimmons has been with the Suns forever. He coached us during a lot of our great years in the 80s and the 90s. Then Paul Westphal took over. And Cotton is so committed to the organization that multiple times, because he was old at this point, multiple times when we had a gap in coaches, he would come in and fill in for 2 weeks or a month or whatever it took until we found another head coach. He would come in and just do the job, and it wasn't like he wasn't like campaigning to be the next coach. He didn't want to be the next coach. He already did that. He was just nice enough to make sure we didn't fall flat on our head, coachless. And Cotton, man, rest in peace, my friend. You are a Phoenix Suns legend.
I want to acknowledge my 3 favorite teammates in Phoenix. Mark West.
Yeah.
I just love playing with him. Dan Marley, number 9, who's here tonight. I'm glad he's here.
Thunder Dan.
And Ced Ceballos. Those are my
CC.
3 favorite teammates in Phoenix. I love those guys, and I want to share this night with them. Then I got traded to Houston. And I just want to thank the Rockets, especially Rudy Tomjanovich, for treating me with class and dignity even when I couldn't play anymore. All great players go through it when they can't play anymore. But he still treated me like I was an all-star, even though I was pump faking so much I had to go see the chiropractor like 3 days a week.
He was. He gained so much weight too during that time with the Rockets.
When you get old and can't jump, they block them guys. Man, these guys can really jump. But I want to appreciate the Rockets organizations for just treating me with dignity down the stretch. I see a lot of people out here tonight. Mr. Lloyd, I always acknowledge. Mr. Bing, I saw earlier. Coach Thompson is one of my heroes. I just respect him because he builds men.
Yep.
I want to thank Kareem. The first time I met Kareem, I was really nervous, and he wasn't a really talkative fella. But I said, hey, I got to meet Kareem. I mean,
that's great. I usually don't see him laughing this much.
These guys I grew up with watching, I had to meet him. And I just want to thank, Joe touched on it, man, all these Hall of Famers and great NBA players. I thank y'all for making the NBA, for giving me everything in my life. I tell people, I'm 43 years old. I've never had a job. I don't ever want one either.
Yep.
I figured out a long time ago work was really overrated. And my favorite teammate with the Rockets was a guy named Eddie Johnson, and I just want to share tonight with those guys. And now, my life now, is fantastic. I thank all the people. My financial advisor and agent are here, and Dan Sims, Glenn Guthrie, and Mark Perman. Thank y'all for protecting my money. My first agent was a crook. And I thank you guys for protecting my money.
Yeah,
and
they laugh, but it's important.
I want to thank one person in particular before I get to my TNT family, Dick Ebersol. I talked to Dick today. Dick is the first person who thought about me going into television. And I want to thank him because I'm with a great family now. TNT, you guys have been fantastic. I thank all of y'all for coming up here.
Man, this is sad knowing that it's all coming to an end. We're on the final year of the TNT crew. But how long it lasted. Wow. Because this was what I said, 12 years ago. And it was going all this time. So I'm sad that it's gone, but I'm trying to remind myself to be thankful that we had it for so long. We had a good broadcast for so long.
I know it's, y'all see Ernie.
Ernie, Godfather.
Ernie's been going cancer treatment. I really appreciate him coming up here. I do.
Wow, he looks so much healthier right now. That's so cool. He got older. He got 12 years older, but he's looking so good now.
Ernie is. I told Ernie he needs to be more like me and Kenny, and I said, well, it's best you go bald because I'm not sure you want to be black. So He's going with the ball thing right now. But I'm glad he's here. Kenny couldn't be here. Kenny got married last weekend, so he's on his honeymoon. I said, Kenny, it's no big deal that you're not here. You go, you're only going to get married one time. And then I said, this is your third marriage. So,
Joe D.
I told him, I said, man, go and enjoy this one. This one might take. This
is what might stick.
Hey, but listen, all these guys have said everything. I am so lucky and honored. I see Doc Rivers, who's been a friend, Arthur, who's been a friend. I see so many. One thing I've been very conscious of is when I see all you Hall of Famers, Mr. Havlicek and all you guys, I appreciate what y'all did for me. Because Doc told me something one time that I never forgot. He said, we are caretakers of the game. I never forget that. The game is about the players. Fans are going to come and go depending on how well you play. The media is going to write things about you depending on how well you play. But players, it's a special group when you're a player. And I thank all you older players for opening these doors for me, for doing all the heavy lifting. This has been a great night for me and all my family and friends. And from Leeds to Auburn to Philadelphia to Phoenix to Houston to TNT, now it finishes up at the Hall of Fame, and I thank y'all.
Great speech. Moses. Wow, how cool is that? Right off the bat, the first thing that I noticed, I was talking about this in a recent video where we covered all the hate that Caitlin Clark is getting. And I was referencing how one day everyone's gonna look back and go, "Oh, thank you," because all the opportunities that they brought because of the league being more popular. And the reason I bring it up now is because when I was in that video, I was talking about how Charles Barkley always thanks the people who came before him, because they created these opportunities for a guy like Charles Barkley to make multiple millions of dollars by playing a game called basketball. Instead of making $50,000 a year or $100,000 a year, he's making multiple millions. So instead of bashing those who came before you, those great legends who paved the way, the hard way, mind you, while getting no attention, no credit, no nothing, they were paving the way. Instead of bashing them like we know certain players in the modern NBA do, he's thanking them still to this day, because he knows if not for them, his opportunities would not have come. So he spent like half of that speech, thanking all of those people individually, mind you. So Barkley's a funny dude, but he was a class act here with this speech. That was a very, very good speech. I always try to remember this too in my own life. I hope you guys too who are listening in right now, we shouldn't disrespect those who created the opportunities for us, whether that was putting a roof over our head or getting us through school or preparing a meal for us when we were a kid and we didn't know how to, giving us groceries, maybe somebody who helped us get a job, gave us an opportunity, somebody who gave us some solid advice, helped you meet your wife or your husband or whatever. It's always important to look back and thank those who actually went out of their way to help you. And watching this, that's all I can think of right now is gratitude. So that's where I'm going to end it for tonight, is just gratitude, everybody. No matter where we are in life, if we're having good times or we're having tough times, we all have something to be gracious about. We all do. Somebody at some point of our lives took care of us or helped us out. So we all have something to be thankful for. Now, if we're in a tough situation, well, it's because of those opportunities in the past that we have an opportunity to get ourselves out of it. We can climb ourselves up. We've been there before. But I would just like to take a second and just be very, very gracious and thankful for all those in my life who have helped pave the way for me and given me opportunities. Some worked out, some didn't work out, but either way, I wasn't created by myself. I wasn't birthed by myself. I wasn't wiping my own butt as a baby, I wasn't feeding myself. I didn't put that roof over my head when I was a kid, that was my parents doing that. So thank you for everybody who helped me get this far. And now I'll turn it to you guys. Thank you all so much for watching, because if you weren't watching, then what would this be? It would just be me talking into the abyss of YouTube. Thank you so much for watching with me. I really appreciate all of you. It's not just something I say. It's like I really am thankful. And I think the game of basketball, because it's something I've been obsessed with since I was 5 years old. And here I am now, older, and I have something I really enjoy talking about every single day. So thank you all for all your support, all your love, all your great suggestions. For instance, this was a suggestion that I check out the Hall of Fame speech, and what a great speech it was. So thank you, everybody. I love the community. Life is tough right now for all of us, but we all have something to be thankful for. So let's focus on that and let's pay it all forward, okay? All right, everyone, I'm out. Have a wonderful night, especially today. Tell your loved ones you love them. You never know. And yeah, carpe diem, everybody. Let's be good to our people and be good to ourselves. All right, with that, I bid you adieu. Good night.